the children of the one Yahweh.
The chosen.
Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his laws to us. Now everything belongs to us. We above all nations, all nations.
What?
Above all nations, all nations.
Yeah.
We are the chosen of the one Yahweh. Above all nations.
We above, we ain't equal, tell the judge. This is legal, only love to my people. They my cuz, they my amigos, don't share blood.
First, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, who brought in called Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it's cold. It is cold. It is cold. This is to show our zeal for the Most High, right? Because we're out here, no matter like the brother was bringing out earlier, no matter if it's hot, no matter if it's cold, in season, out of season, right? We're gonna be out here on this corner, right? Teaching our people that they are the Israelites, right? There's no other way around it, right? Because it's important for our people to come out here, well, to hear this knowledge and wake up and understand that they're the true children that the Bible speaks of, and then he must come back to these laws, statutes, commandments in order for us to get us out of here. In the kingdom, we won't have to do this. Right? Somebody give me that in Jeremiah 31, right? Because we're not going to have to teach our people no more. Right? We're going to be in the kingdom, enjoying the festivities of our life while we are getting our riches on the backs of the heathen, right? Somebody gave me that in Isaiah 62, on it says we find the back of the Philistines too as well, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 34. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, said the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more.
Right? So that's when you read that Jeremiah 31 chapter, right? Start at 31, it's talking about the new covenant, right? So this is one of the great verses that we go to the fruit that we're not in the new covenant today, because why we would not be out here on this corner in the freezing cold trying to wake up our people, our stiff-necked people, that they need to come to these laws, statutes, commandments, right? But it says we will teach our neighbor no more. Everybody will know God, right? So this is crazy. This is another point, right? Because how you were talking about here, there is no God, right? Jeremiah 31 just said everybody will know God, right? So that's another reason how we know we're not in the new covenant, right? And it also said we will sin no more, right? Because the law is going to be programmed in us. It's kind of like how in the Matrix, right, with Neo. When, what's my man's name? I can't remember the man's name, the black cat. But anyway, he was natural born, right? But he was training, he had Neo hooked up to the machine and training him, and Neo said, I know Kung Fu, right? That's because he downloaded the Kung Fu program in his mind to automatically do it. That's essentially the same thing that the Most High God is going to do to us. Download these laws in our mind, and we're going to essentially do them without any error, right? So this is just small things that we show that we're not in the new covenant as of right now, right? But it's on the way, right? But we're not going to teach our people no more, right? Because they all know the commandments, right? But then there's also another thing that's going to happen, right? While we're in our house enjoying what we do and serving the Most High, right? We're going to be reaping the benefits off the backs of the heathen, right? Giving that, was it Isaiah 60? Kind of, right? Because they're going to be doing all our work, man. All these other heathens, right? Just like how these white people out here just running around on a street day right now, they got a care in the world right now, right? But our people are struggling with our power, right? And they're going to experience what we're going through, and we're going to experience what they're going through, right?
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
Right? And so their kings are going to minister us, pretty much serve us, man. Right? And we're going to enjoy it. Right? That's all I'm loving right now what's happening in California, right? Well, not in the sense where some of our people are getting caught up in that. But by and large, the whole thing is happening up in the hills, right, where the rich people live, right? It's so foreshadowing on what the Most High is going to do to this nation, right? I'm talking about, it's just like a line of fire just devouring that whole coastline, right? That's essentially how what a nuke is going to happen to America when they just get hit. When that scroll gets spread out, it's like a scroll. It's a mushroom cloud that I believe that was is it Jeremiah or Isaiah that was in there you were seeing, right? But anyway, what he was seeing is a nuke, and that's how when it hits the ground, the fire spreads out just like in how you spread out a scroll, right? But when you look at California, that fire is spreading out essentially like in a line, like a scroll, right? To the point to where California doesn't even have water reserves to put out the fire, so they have to do all type of aircraft missions to dump the water to put out the fires, right? It's so foreshadowing of what's coming. This is only at the top of the year, right? So the Most High has something great in store for us, right? Most High willing, right? Also, too, Trump is talking spicy. Trump is talking spicy with this whole trying to buy Greenland, right? Or making Canada the 51st state, right? Or even trying to take over the Panama Canal, man. He is looking like almost a tyrant, if you will, like, you know what I mean? Right? But I think stuff like that happens. This is speaking as a man right now. I think stuff like that has to happen in order to push on, kick on prophecy, right? Because when they see stuff like this happen, right, the other nations, which the EU or the BRICS, when they see other stuff like this happens, right, all it's going to do is make them edgy, right? And people that is not paying real close attention to geopolitics, right, with Trump trying to take over the Greenland, right, it is now causing a havoc with European nations like Germany and France, where they say that Trump is endangering our sovereignty, right? Somebody give me Revelation 17 and 16, Bible shot, right? Trump is endangering their sovereignty, right? And that's what they say, you got it? And that's what they say, right? That can raise conflict between the two, right? But they're supposed to be NATO members, right? So we can see dissension among the ranks, right? And of course we know when you read Revelation 17, who plays a part in destroying America? NATO, right? Give me that from me, please.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall take the whore.
Right, and of course we know the 10 horns is the European market, right, which is other NATO. And the whore, of course, as we know as Mystery Babylon, which is America, right?
And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
So it's going to make her desolate and naked, right? And it's going to burn her with fire, right? It said the whores are going to do this, right? Who has nuclear power predominantly in the EU? France. That's why everybody got to watch France. I remember Gorilla was talking about that years ago. You got to watch France, right? He's right. You do, right? And Germany is part of Germany's part of the military defense, a key part of the military defense for NATO, right? You can see that there's dissension and there's growing tension between the two, right? Who's to say we might not see that prophecy happen very, very soon, right? No man knows the hour, but it's damn sure looking close like it's coming to that end, right? And then you got Elon, who's antagonizing the whole situation, right? The UK Prime Minister, right, saying they might have to use legal law against Elon because they feel like he is messing with elections over there, right? Saying that Germany got to resign, or whatever the president, chancellor, whatever it is, has to resign. And he is going to be, in this inauguration, when it happens, he's essentially going to be a federal official, if you will. Elon Musk. Because right, he's a head of government efficiency for Trump's administration. So essentially, he will be a federal official making these claims like that, right? So they're going to have to do legal action. And we all know what happens when legal action happens, right? What else comes after that? When legal action is not sufficient, what tends to happen right after that? warfare. All right? And we're looking at the key players and it's lining up, right? And what's crazy, right? I see the post, I watch Iran military on Twitter, right? They got, I don't know if it's actually the exact military handle, right? But they post something saying, right, that they will help defend Canada and Mexico's sovereignty against the United States, right? Who can tell me why that's so crazy, so impactful, right? Somebody give me that in Isaiah where it talks about the kings and thieves in the boat, right? The kings and thieves in the boat. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. No, the Kohen is not kind of. But yeah, well, the Medes, right? They play a huge part in that as well in that whole debacle, right? And we know who the Medes is modern day. Modern day Medes is. Is it Jeremiah? Yeah, I believe Jeremiah is 50, yeah. Well, we know who the Medes are, right? Which is modern day Iran. They play a key part in this too as well, right? And we know what capabilities are. They just joined BRICS, right? But their capabilities is what? Nuclear power as well, right? And they're going to have a hand in getting the voting specifically. That is what it's talking about, I believe it was in Jeremiah 50, if I'm not mistaken, right? Cal, you got it? It's just like the bees. Cal, that's not good, right? But they're going to play their hand, right? And so while we're looking at Russia, which Russia is supposed to be the one leading the forces, right, in Ezekiel 38, right? China's going to play a part too as well. We know that. But we got to keep our eyes open and watch essential key players, right? Like NATO. We got to watch that affair, right? Because it's in the horns are going to want to make it a fire. But you also got to watch Iran, right? Because Iran has nuclear capability too, right? And can cause damage to the United States. What's going on, my brother? How you doing? I got a question. Do you know God? How you know God? Do you know Him? Right? But they play a key part in this destruction, man. Right? And then they got these other things that's getting ready to happen, right? Because we got to work strong to warn our people, right? Because our people are going to fall for these evil devices that are going to come out, right? Somebody give me Revelation, what was it, 13? We're talking about the monkey beast, right? Because we also know Elon has Neuralink, right? But I was looking up something else the other day, right? Amazon and all them got essentially a counter company, right? That's trying to be making chips and putting them people as well. So essentially, how this chip market is looking like is going to be like on some Ford and Chevy type deal, right? Where they're two companies. They make both trucks, but yeah, but we got our brand Chevy, and we got your brand Ford, right? And they're trying to say we're going to put in chips and people to restore sight to the blind or to the quadriplegics, right? And they said they're trying to do this expeditiously right now, right? And so people, when we see this stuff, we're like, man, sometimes people say that sounds cool, and they're gonna get it, right? But we gotta warn our people against it, right? Because the people that get that chip, is destruction that comes to you, right?
This is the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horn 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Verse 2, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth was a mouth of lion, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
Right, so the dragon gave him power. Jump down to verse 16 from the chapter, right? The dragon gave him his power, right? You know who that dragon is. That dragon is Rome and they gave power to the United States, right? Go down to verse 16, because this is about to get infinite.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right? And he's going to call all small, great, large, bond, and free, have a mark on their right hand or their forehead. Keep going. I think they may not buy or sell.
Revelation 13 verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right? And that's getting ready to happen, Most High will shortly, right? Because the reason why I say hopefully it happens shortly, because we can get it better. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Do you believe in the Bible, King? No? Keep on. All right? But that's going to happen real soon to our people. And I said, I hope it does, because we know when that happens, salvation is almost instantly after, if you will, because that has to come in before the missiles, and when the missiles hit, right, our salvation comes, right? But that's for that elder that was right here talking about you don't believe in the Bible, right? The Bible just spoke about a mark that you have to have unless you in order to buy or sell, right? We can physically see this manifest in front of our eyes, right? Where you can go to Whole Foods right now and wave your hand and buy something with it. Right. But you're trying to tell me that this Bible is not real, right? But this was written over 2,000 years ago, and we can see it happening today. So, is the Bible not real, or are you a liar? He's a liar. He's a fool. He proved himself to be a fool, right? What's going on, brother? How you doing? I got a question. You believe in the Bible? Let's talk about it. Why are you wishy-washy? We got all day, man. What makes the Lord's story? All praise. All praise. All right. And that, well, honestly, speak on that. I was here at one point. It was wishy-washy. But one thing I did know, I had questions, and I always tried to seek out those questions, right? Right. And you always got a question. You always got a question, right? And I thank the Most High for that, right? Always want to ask questions, right? Because it leads me down to this path where I seen all different religions. I seen all different types of cultures, right? Ask them questions, get the understanding. And so when I finally came back to this Bible, right? I didn't see it all. I can see that all that stuff that was around does not match up to this Bible when you hold it to the light, right? This Bible debunks it all, right? And it has all our answers in it. We just got to come back to it, right? Somebody give me that, Deuteronomy 32. Keep the commandments to get in life, right? Because when you're out here, literally, I was out here dead. I'm talking about going from new thing to new thing. Nothing was sufficient, right? I was always hungry. Give me that in drink from these waters, you won't be thirsty. Bible Shah. I believe it's in Matthew, right? I was always thirsty, right? Because nothing was satisfying. It was just like a new high, right? But then coming into the truth, right? When you keeping these commandments, it's so fulfilling, right? It's because this Bible talks about keeping the commandments and you're going to live. I believe it's 32 and I believe it's down at the end of 32, right? But if Moses talks about keeping the commandments, you should live, and you should have life, right? And that's what happened when I started keeping these commandments, man. I started getting life. I started thriving, right? And here's the thing, right? When you're keeping the commandments, you're not just surviving. You're living, right? It's one thing to survive where you're like, damn, I'm making a check to check, right? Or I'm barely getting by. You start actually living, right? And flourishing. It's like how a plant does, right? When it gets that water, it starts growing. It starts living, it grows, right? You start growing, right? Come. What's going on, brother? How you doing? I got a question. You believe in God? Come on, brother. You can talk. You ain't got to do that like that. See, that's crazy, man. Right? And the reason why that's crazy, man, is because you see your own people, they trying to have a conversation. I didn't even try to be on no joke and laugh. I'm just trying to be serious, right? But you gotta raise your nose up to your brother, man. Right? And that's all because of this wicked world we in, the stipulation that came upon our people, right? You with the white person, so I can't talk to this black dude right here. I gotta raise my nose up to him, right? This your own brother. You know what? You know what Moses would have done? Moses would have said, "The hell with these white people over here. I'm gonna have a conversation with you." That's essentially what he did to the Egyptian whipping on his brother. Took him out just for because it's his brother, right? Well, go ahead. Okay, piece of probably chunk.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 46 through 47. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do all the words of the law. Verse 47. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life. And through this thing ye shall prolong your days in the land, whither ye go over Jordan to possess it.
Right? And this is your life, right? Right? So we keep it, man. We're living, right? We're flourishing, we're thriving, we're making, right? And that's why it's so important to come back to these commandments, right? He had all this other ideology, right? With the chakras, getting the vibes from the stone, dream captures, what's that, mediation? Was it mediation? Or talking to mediums and all that stuff? All those crystals, astrology, all that stuff is not sufficient, man. I swear when you be talking to those people, they be up and down, right? By following those different things. All them zodiacs, man. They be up and down, don't know where they're coming and going. You can't tell they're in a good mood or a bad mood, right? Because they're spirits, all of them, they got them, right? You gonna read about the show? Come.
This is the book of John, chapter 13. It said, Jesus answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Right? And when you drink the water, man, you really do be feeling like you have everlasting life, man. Right? I swear before I came into the truth, stuff used to get me down, and you just like, man, you be staying down. But now that you're in the truth, stuff gets you down, it don't even hold you. Because you know it's like, man, it's all part of the Most High, man. What's like, give me that Sirach, going to try where it's Sirach 1, Sirach 2, when you come to follow the Lord, prepare to be tempted, right? Right? So that when you understand that, God prepares you for what life is going to happen to you, right? Go ahead, appreciate it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Right?
So you got to keep the commandments and live, man. If you want to make it, you keep the commandments and live. How you doing, brother? You got a few seconds to talk? No? Right? You keep the commandments and live, man. And be the apple of the Most High's eye. Right? Go ahead, read it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So he already given you wisdom how it's going to go down. Right? When you keep this commandment, or you want to follow the Most High, prepare yourselves. Yes, go ahead.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take carefully, and be patient when thou art changed to low state.
Right? And he gives you also some more wisdom. Whatever comes upon thee, be cheerful in it, in your situation, right? When you're in that low state. Why? Because the Most High can turn that joint around immediately. Right? Somebody give me that in, I believe it's Sirach, where it talks about the Most High can make the poor rich, right? It's a light thing to him, right? Because it is a light thing for him. How y'all doing, family? I got a question. Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all don't answer questions? Hey, turn your ear from the Most High words, right? Now, what is the Most High, when you get down and pray and ask for the Most High for things, do he tell you no? No? How you going to feel about that? See, this is what happens when you treat the Most High like a genie, man. When you only want him when you want him, right? When you had a chance to talk about the Most High, Your first answer is no. So when he shunned you, there's no his judgment is like into a ring, right? It came around, didn't it? You see what I'm saying? But our people don't consider that, man. Our people do not consider that. Man, if you just started to get 30 minutes, it can probably change your life. Right? But we all go in such a hurry. We always in, oh, all right, I know it all, just like how the elder was up here. Oh, I know it. You don't know nothing. You talking about PhDs, man. You don't, oh my God, whatever, I wrote a book. Man, to hell with your book. So here's the funny thing about the whole thing, right? We're up here reading him the words from a book, and he's like, no, it's a book. It doesn't have no validity. But then you wrote a book, and so you want to expect people to listen to you what you said and expect to have validity. You're so ass backwards. Hypocritical, if you will, right? What the hell with your book? Right. Come.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord, and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Right, and so that's whatever comes upon you, whatever comes upon you, take it cheerfully, right? Because it's a light thing for the Most High to change the situation, right? You could be in the dirt, the Most High can change it for you tomorrow if you really wanted to. Right? You don't know what opportunities come around the corner, right? And that's the same thing, because we can look at this like King David, right? King David was probably, that day when he got anointed, right? Or picked by Samuel, right? He was in the field, working, while his father Jesse brought all the other sons, right? And Samuel was like, no, these brothers ain't in it. I know y'all got one. I know you got one more, right? And he went and got David, and anointed David, and immediately David's situation changed right there. You got it?
This is Ecclesiastes 11 and 22. It says, the blessing of the Lord is in the reward of godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessings flourish.
All praises, right? And that's David's whole outcome after that. Right? Today is probably a regular Monday, if you will. God, but on Tuesday, he getting practically a king now, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, the wicked letter was like, I'm reading 1,000 books and I teach it. This chapter 37, verse 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself.
God, that's so beautiful, right? He was so unprofitable to himself, right? God. He's so unprofitable to himself, right? He don't know. First of all, he was speaking about the Bible and didn't know nothing about it, right? I'm talking about, he was trying to get away from Catholicism, but then going to the Ethiopian Bible like that's going to be even better than Satan, right? And I was like, dude, you seminary, yeah, then I went to seminary school. Well, cemetery, right? But it's like, who orchestrated that whole type of thing, right? So essentially, you're doing all this dancing, but you've been still confined in the Catholicism box. But you don't know it. Right?
He's saying, put this book down, because he don't believe in it, but he'll pick up the white man's book from cemetery school and believe in every single thing it says.
Right. And then he'll try to say, oh yeah, how they're speaking that joint is right. This is the reason why I ain't going against it. No, they're wrong too. They're well out too, but you're trying to hold it as that's what it is, but it's not. And you won't even give the ear to consider to hear another perspective on it, if you will. If you're talking about a perspective, well then hear our perspective. Go ahead.
In cemetery school, do they use the Bible? So if he go to cemetery school and believe it, so that means he believes in the Bible, just the way they teach it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what. So he was still dancing in the confined box of Catholicism. That's all of it. He was a
hard to give the elders respect.
For
real. Somebody had something. At the end of the day, we just have to
Yeah. So and then he's talking about, like he said, as I said earlier, he was talking about perspective. Well, you won't even think to consider to hear our perspective on it. You're talking about perspective. right? But that out of the same book, but he's a fool, man. And that's why we read so many. That's why, give me that, somebody give me in Sirach 21, and I think verse 16, right? It talks about when he speaks that fool, right? It's just like, almost makes you mad, if you will, man. Yeah, give me this.
This is Ecclesiastes 21 verse 15. The talking of a fool is like a bird in the wind, but grace shall be found in the lips of the wise.
Right, so who was talking to him, it was like a burden to us, man. It's like, this dude's not even listening. And he has nothing good to say. Like, he wasn't giving anything knowledgeable to speak it. He was just talking in circles, right? Right? You got something done?
Ecclesiastes 21 verse 15. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add it unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heard it displeases him, and he cast it behind his back.
Right? It displeased him. That's why he was like, oh, no. So look at Brother Adonai was reading two words in front of the verse. Oh, no. Damn! You ain't even giving it consideration. Can he finish so you can at least examine it? But you're talking about you're smart and got all these degrees. Don't you examine stuff with those degrees? Right? You gotta hear the evidence first before you keep your sense of it. Right? But that's how you know he's not a skillful man. That's how you know he's a fool. Right? Hiding behind those doctrines. And essentially those doctrines like his fig leaves. Right? Right? Hiding behind them. How you doing? Let me ask this question. Is this what Jesus looked like according to the Bible?
Not the question for me.
Not the question for you? Why not?
Not Christian.
You don't have any Christian. Talk to us now. What are you? Atheist, agnostic? Okay, we can talk about that too. Right. And that's another thing. Like you were talking about, don't believe in God, right? Because you can't see Him, right? You can't see a lot of things. You can't see love. You can't necessarily see sadness. You can't physically see these things. The only thing you can say to me, oh, I feel it, right? But then can't you feel the Most High? Right? Can you feel the Most High? I know I do for sure. Feel the Most High moving. My hair, my skin start raising up, right? Right? But that's what happens when you talk to a fool. They have nothing for you. They're unprofitable to themselves. Right? He's walking up and down the belt line, looked like he was crying. Why are your eyes watering? You see what I'm saying? Huh? No, his eyes was physically dripping. No, his eyes was physically dripping. Yeah, I guess so. Kind of, off the top, right? Right, and he has something to say, right? Go ahead.
This is John 20:29. Jesus said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet believe.
Right? So it's deep precept. Cut his ass right there. Blessed are they that have received, right? Believe, right? And see, that's what you're trying to bring out the New Testament, right? The Jews require a sign, right? That's his whole thing. Or I gotta see, or I gotta be a fact, or I gotta be something logical sense, right? You're just not understanding something right now, right? Exactly. You down? What you drop? You can hold on, you got your nails? Come talk to us, man. It's easy to throw your thumbs down, but you can't have a conversation. Yeah. Hey, brother. Throw a thumbs down and keep on moving, but you won't be a man and come talk. Right? Yeah, I'm going to poke holes in that doctrine. Whatever you're going to believe in, we're going to ask questions and we're going to figure it out. Right? Because a lot of people that hate this stuff right here. Right. A lot of people that hate this stuff right here, their belly is typically their own God. All right? And so they're going against something, right? Or they want to go against something, right? Because they believe it has some type of control. Which I'm not gonna disagree. People have the Bible for control, right? And this is why a lot of people are starting from it, right? But it's because they haven't been taught the truth of this Bible, right? And when you actually dissect who this Bible is really for, right? Black, Latinos, Native Americans, right? And as we see, when you read from all the prophets, right, and everybody, the people that wrote in this book, right, there are people that come from a particular lineage, a particular clan, a particular nation, right? And then you also understand that this Bible is not for everybody, right? So when you understand that, you start thinking differently about the Bible itself. Because I know before I came to the truth, when I found that out, that essentially made me to come dive further into the Bible. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Everybody's in this Bible related? Why do we see everybody use the Bible then? If this Bible is literally designated for one group of people, how is everybody being able to use it? It didn't make sense to me, right? And then that's when I started searching more in this, right? And then when you start searching more in this, you start seeing what this Bible requires of you, right? Give me that Bible shot for me. And that Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Yeah, that precept that you always like, right? Yeah, because you got to start understanding what is required of you, right? And then once you understand what's required, that's actions. Yeah, you coming back? You coming back to talk? Oh, no, okay. Yeah, but that's where we start having things that are required of you, right? And stuff to do. What's going on? How you doing? Why a thumbs down?
What?
Why a thumbs down? Why a thumbs down?
Why is Jesus the devil?
Is that what Jesus looked like according to the Bible?
No.
So is this Jesus then? That's why he has horns, because this is not Jesus.
But it doesn't have to be the devil. Just because you're not Jesus doesn't mean
Then
I'm
who?
not Jesus, I'm not the devil.
I didn't say you were.
I know, but that correlation doesn't necessarily follow that just because someone's Jesus isn't Jesus makes them the devil. How do you say this person is the devil?
Because this specific image applies to a specific people group. Do you agree?
Yes.
Who's this person right here represent that you can see right now today?
Hold on. What's his name? Borgia or something.
Caesar Borgia.
Yeah, Caesar Borgia.
Okay. What's his nationality?
Italian.
Italian, right? So that makes him European, correct? That makes him a white man, correct? Is the white man the devil?
They'll do good things, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so this is why we have that image right here and put horns on
I
it.
don't think all white people.
Why not?
Because I know white people are.
So what does the word devil mean? A deceiver, right? Okay, so what if they're being good to you is a way to deceive you right now, and you don't even know it? We talking about as far as like the white person?
How do I know anyone's motive? I can't really.
I know you can't, but I'm saying for the white people though.
I don't know. I like to meet people. I don't think people are responsible for how they live. And I don't think that what you are born with necessarily dictates how you live your whole life. People can change. Like people who go to prison come out totally different people. I don't think that it's hardwired to life.
Do you think it's predestined though? You think it's predestination? Collective? Oh, so let me ask the question again. Do you believe in predestination? Yes, I do. I believe in the predestination that the Bible speaks about. The Bible speaks that people are created for a reason, and we essentially are programmed from the beginning to do what we're going to do. Somebody give me that.
Wait, I want to hear that. I leave it with y'all. Sorry.
Why not?
My brain doesn't track.
So, so you really, so let me ask you a question. So you really hear just whatever somebody tells you?
No, I'd rather, I don't know. Like, it doesn't resonate. Like, that's my.
Is it because it's just the Bible?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you like that with any other book? So you might have to meditate on that, right?
Did that bother you? Did that bother you when you read this argument?
Sorry?
Did it bother you?
I had, yeah, sometimes I was in class.
So let me ask a question. You in Stanford Law School. Law, right? I like Stanford. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Stanford. Right? But that's law school. So how many books have you read in the law, required with the law, right? Because there's so much litigation you have to go through and read, right? Am I not mistaken? Okay, so why does that not bother you? So let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question for your father? Is your father a so-called black man, African American? I'm asking. You got to try to understand who you are. No, I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. No. He's white. Does he suffer from the transatlantic slave trade? Or his lineage suffer? Okay, so you will be an Israelite according to the Bible, right? From the tribe of Judah. It's the same tribe that we're all from, right? So we are brothers. That's the reason why I asked you this, right? So I know you get kind of, how do I say, sidetracked, haywire with the Bible. No. It's all good. It's all good. But we're just here to inform you that you are Israelite according to the Bible, right? What does that mean? What does that mean? You come from a particular nation, a particular land, and you belong to a particular God.
Right?
I come from legends.
You do come from kings. Go ahead.
I went to Alabama University. I'll be see you guys. Alabama
Has a building
all praise, man. So since you said since you said you're into law, do you mind if I ask you a question that is related to law? I just want to get your take on it. Okay, just one answer. Do you believe in judgment? Do you believe in balance? You believe in, so for example, if somebody kills somebody else, should something happen to that person?
that person killing someone else is a family child. They not necessarily are.
Okay, so you know what? Since I like to hear a story, I'm just going to get to you straight. This land that you live in, do you know that it was stolen? Okay, by a certain people. Okay, so have they? No. Okay, I'll go a little bit deep. Do you know that they came and they raped, robbed, and murdered and took the land? All right. So what should happen? So exactly. So do you know that the children of those people are still here till today? Okay. So now let me ask you this: during the slave trade, right? There were little kids who got murdered and everything. They were innocent, right? Right. So those little kids paid for the sins of their forefathers. So the so-called white man friend that you said, oh, I know some white people who are good. Do you not know that they're going to pay for the sins of their forefathers? For rape, robbery, they're walking on the land that was stolen. Yeah, but they're still benefiting from that.
What am I to do about it?
You can't do anything about it.
I sort of outlive my life and enjoy the world. I don't really like it.
So,
it's good. I recognize that all these ills happen throughout the world. But like you said, there's balance. There's a whole world of balance of human being. And I feel like there's really like cultures like this. There's balance.
So what the brother was telling you, this is why he got me. He said, what he was telling you, he said, just because that white friend of yours, you think he's good, doesn't mean that he's good. Because number one, he's walking freely on land that he doesn't. It does not. Because you know why? Because you don't set the board. If he gave you his heart, if you were dying and he cut his heart open and put his heart into your heart and something, that doesn't matter. You know why? Because the debauchery that his forefathers have done to your forefathers, you can't even fathom. Yeah, so he's going to have to pay for the sins of his father.
I think we fundamentally disagree.
No, he's going to pay for the sins of his father. We can disagree, but we can. Because the scripture tells us, separate yourself from man. You know. But I just want to get that out. Yeah, go ahead.
You say what you can do. What you can do. So, because you say you can't do anything. But the scriptures tell us what to do. And that's to come back to the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High.
I live a very spiritual life.
That's fine.
That doesn't mean that I don't know. We just have very, very different perspectives on.
But
I'm in the club. I'm passionate for everybody.
but our perspective is the
And
Most
maybe I
High.
can change people.
Just,
Maybe I can change people in love. Absolutely.
but what is love? What is love?
Love is embracing everyone.
Love is embracing everyone.
So you love everybody?
Huh? Yeah, absolutely.
You love pedophiles?
Why
You
not?
love people?
They,
You love pedophiles?
why not? They deserve, everybody deserves love. Just because they have some sort of condition doesn't mean that they're not human. Doesn't mean that they don't have a soul.
So you admit pedophilia is a condition?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a disorder?
You disagree.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, because once you start,
I don't condone what they do. That's I can't help it.
but what I'm saying,
Like when Derek Chauvin, George Floyd's murder, got sentenced for having a year. I wasn't thrilled that his life got taken away. That's another human life whose life is extinguished. Doesn't get to appreciate the joy of the human life.
but at the same
I don't
time,
celebrate the extinction.
shouldn't there be a consequence for that action, though?
I'm not going to say.
Why not? You deal with law, right?
The universe is the ultimate arbiter. I'm not.
Who's controlling the universe?
The universe does.
I said, who's controlling the universe?
The universe itself, like.
What you?
The universe itself, like.
So how is the universe itself like controlling everything? Who created?
Marcus Aurelius. Like, who made the tree? Whatever entity made all the
Okay. So now we get to it instantly, right? All right. I can hold that, right?
I like it. I got it.
All right, man. Take it easy. Understand you're an Israelite and keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's what you do.
All right. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah. You believe in Jesus Christ? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it. Huh? Yeah. And see, that's what happened, man. That's the knowledge is gonna be increased, man. That's what Daniel was talking about. Knowledge is gonna be increased in the last days. And so this is why the so-called white man, they're coming in agreement to that, man. Oh yeah, but that's Israel. Israel's a stiff-necked people, man. That's why the Bible. Give me that other verse you talking about earlier about the prideful Israel for the elder, because that's our people. We're prideful in anything, not even just the Bible or tell you what to do. You can tell your wife right now how to make something, and she's gonna say, "Man, hell no! I'm gonna add an extra ingredient." I'm like, if you just don't listen, it's not being prideful. Yeah, no. That's why I started asking questions like, oh, you talking about the universe, what are we talking about now? Right? But then he started taking the entity, I said, okay, now we're getting down to, okay. Yeah, the pride, Slock, yeah. Oh, man, I can't remember that. Yeah. But yeah, that's when we start to see what you believe in, right? And that's what we're talking about the entity. Okay, we dial it down now. But when you just talking about universe, right? Somebody got to be in control of the universe. And I was hoping I hope he's going to go to the Big Bang Theory, because I was going to slice that doctrine all the way through. Right? Good.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 12 and 13. Verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that had it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly.
Right? And that's how we start following the guys, because of that pride. Oh, we gotta have something. Right? Not just do what the Most High God told you to do, and you'd be alright, right? But you just wanna go on your own will, right? And it's just the pride of our people when we was in the wilderness, right? Moses only gone for a select few moments, right? Came back and a whole damn calf was built. Right? Because they're talking about what we had back in Egypt time, right? Holding on to that, right? We need to have something to be a nation, right? And it led into this wickedness, man, and departed ourselves from God, right? And that's been a perpetual cycle through our people, through the annals of time, right? And it's very, very prevalent today in this world, right? To the point it's severely impacting our relationships with our people. Whether it be your friend, whether it be your household, right? At your job, whatever the case may be, it's impactful, right? But
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
right? You gotta trust in the Most High God, man. Most High God, take the weight. Sit your ass down and wait. Lead not to your own understanding because you start getting messed up. In fact, that's how Saul got messed up. Samuel told Saul to wait. I'm gonna be here this time, right? Just wait before you do it. I think we're talking about he was making an offering or whatever the case may be, right? And Saul was like, I'm just doing it anyway. And then when Samuel got there, he's like, what the hell are you doing? They got you to wait. Right? But he's leaning on his own understanding, I'm gonna do this, and they got him banged up. And the kingdom was ready for him. Right? People understand something. You gotta ask yourself, how many kingdoms were written from you because you didn't wait? Right? And you started jumping off your own understanding. That's why I'm moving slow now. I don't care what nobody tell me. Right? Because I know when I move, I bump my head, right? What's going on, brother? How you doing? I got a question. Do you believe in the Bible? Let me ask you this question. Do you know God? Do you know God according to the Bible? How do you know God? What do you read? I'm saying, but how do you know according to the Bible? How do you know God according to the Bible? Right? What's going on? You got a question? You know what this is right here? Who's that right there? Is that Jesus according to the Bible? No? Somebody give me Revelation. What do we believe? Well, we are here to tell the world that we are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, right? And we're here to wake up our people, Black, Latinos, and Americans, to let them understand that they are the true Israelites, and need to come back to these false commandments. Why is it why? Well, let me ask you a question. I don't want to assume. What's your father's ethnicity? Right. So you'll be coming from the tribe of Esau, right? Yeah, he was a bad guy. I ain't gonna hold you. I was gonna sugar it up for you, but I'm not. He was a bad guy, right? And he sold his birthright. So for that, when he sold his birthright, it got his kingdom chipped from him, right? And so now we got it. So what I'm going to tell you is, enjoy this kingdom that you have right now because this kingdom is going to be over very, very soon.
Right?
And we're going to be in charge. Give me that Esau. They're in the beginning, second Ezra's. No man knows the hour, right? But that's geopolitics. Oh, you need to because they don't like us long. Because he got that missile for you. China got that missile for you. Iran got that missile for you. So, I mean, just enjoy it, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. Verse 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the word, and Jacob the beginning of it.
Right? And so when your world ends, our world begins, right? So you know what that looks like? Perpetual slavery for you till you die. You understand? Yeah, till you die. That's what the Bible says. I know what I say. You know? Well, let me ask you. Let me tell you this. We know you have. Yeah. Oh man. Because Esau's busting the sword, right? I got another story for you. You read the book of Obadiah? Yeah, Obadiah. Yeah, absolutely. We get it for you. Right? Or how you read Isaiah 63? Cool. Let's get Isaiah 63 real quick. Barbara Bashar. Because I want to tell you a beautiful story, right? About the Messiah. You ever heard of the Messiah? You know who the Messiah is? Well, not that Jesus. That's your Jesus. Right? Who's it? Because his tongue is like a serpent, right? Give me that. Somebody give me Barbara Bashar. Isaiah 63. Read from the top, right? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that coming from Edom? with dyed garments from Basra.
Right? It's like it, right? So there's a person coming from Edom, right? Where your ancestors lived, Esau, right? Edomites. He's coming from their land, right? Go ahead.
This then is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garment like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Right? So he's coming from your ancestors, ancient ancestors' land. Tried, his clothes are in his apparel is trodden down like if it was in a wine press, right? So you know what a wine press is, right? So back in the day, right, when the ladies used to hold their gown up, right? And they used to step on that wine, right? What did that apparel, what did their clothes look like? What color? I said, what are the clothes? I'm talking about what color the clothes look like. Little purple, okay, little purple, a little reddish, right? Right? It said that person is going to come from your land and their clothes are going to be like that. How are their clothes going to get like that? Stomping your ass out and leaving your ass all bloody. That's how it's going to happen. It's going to be so much blood and chaos. It's like he's knee deep in y'all blood. What do you mean how we going? We didn't join it. Because Yahweh Christ, who we call Christ, brought us to it. That's why. No man goes unless the Father calls. Go ahead.
So you know Esau was blessed by the sword, right? It's in the Bible. Yeah, one of his blessings was going to go around the world with the sword. You know your forefathers were colonizing it. They actually came to the Americas with killed millions of people. You're walking on a story line. Your forefathers did that. But here's what the Bible says about those particular people. The book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right.
So I should be punished even though it's
It should. It's going to happen. Right? It says prepare slaughter for the iniquity of their fathers. Your father did mass iniquity to our people, right? And so the Most High God The Most High God does righteous judgment, right? So he's a balanced God. So you're going to have to answer for that, right? And so it's going to equal out with Yahweh, who y'all call Jesus Christ, stomping your ass out like a wine press. So that's why you got to enjoy it. Go ahead, Refreeze.
Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be no more any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken.
Right? Go ahead. No, go ahead, look it up. I'll give you that. There you go. Yeah, there you go. No problem. Just enjoy it, right? But they're gonna be a fire. They're gonna be burnt up, right? Oh yeah. All praises. Word for the bag. All praises to the Most High, right? And that's what we out here to do, right? We're telling our people that they need to wake up, and also telling the other nations their judgment, right? Because essentially that's what Nehemiah did, right? Went to Nineveh and told them, hey, y'all niggas better act right. Or the Most High gonna get on your ass. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Revelation 19:13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of God.
Right? His clothes was dipped in blood. Right? That's the slaughter. I'm telling you, it's gonna look like out of the movie Blade, where he's just gonna come through and just cutting y'all asses up, man. And y'all the vampires. Literally. Because a vampire blood sucks. Y'all have blood sucked every nation on earth. Y'all the bottomless pit. Y'all produce nothing, Y'all produce nothing. Right? All y'all do is take. You're bloodsuckers, right? And this is why you're going to call me the daywalker, because we're the children of light. So when I'm your master, just call me Blaze. Go ahead.
You brother was saying he has to do, he was actually giving that guy his judgment. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Come on, and we gotta let them know. We're doing the same exact thing. This is how we can say we are the prophets, right? It's not no prideful, no boasting stuff, right? It's just we're doing it literally what our forefathers were doing, right? Being a messenger of the Most High. Letting you know your judgment. And we just let him know his judgment, right? This is your kingdom, that's cool. Enjoy it while you have it. Live it out. Because it's going to come to a time where your stuff is over and we're on top and we're ruling. And I'm going to live it up. So I can't be mad at you. You live it up for real. Go ahead, live it up. Because you have your time. But when I have my time, shut your mouth and don't say nothing and enjoy it, right? Yeah, ours is going to be eternal. And I can't wait for that 1,000-year reign, right? When that 1,000-year... See, here's how people understand it in a practical stance, right? You got 3 seconds? Time. Give me 2 seconds, right? People understand something in a practical sense of a 1,000-year reign, right? That 1,000-year reign, we're going to be conquered. So essentially, the Most High God is going to let Yahushua loose, and we're going to be part of that army, and we're literally going to be conquering like the armies were of all the annals of times. So essentially, we're going to be on some Delta Force, Navy SEAL, Marine Recon, right? Air Force paratroopers. Essentially, we're going to be doing that to all the other nations as well, right? For 1,000 years. And then that's when the kingdom gets set on eternally, right? So we gotta tap the club of what that looks like. We're going to be blowing shit up. Literally, coming to your nation, mowing it down. Oh, we hear this from heathens over here, forsaking the laws, mowing it down. Flat it up for that 1,000-year reign, that 1,000-year conquest, right? And we're going to enjoy it. Go ahead, please.
On the point where you say he saw nothing. So this is 2 Ezra 6. For the other people which also cometh from out, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and as likened in abundance of them until a drop of fallen out of the vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these evils which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
Right? So then other people that come from Adam, right? Because we all come from Adam through Noah, right? But the other ones, they're considered as nothing, as spit to the Most High, right? They spit you out his mouth, right? But yet, these is reigning over us, right? And like I said, if they reigning over us today, live it up, man. Because they only have a short time. Live it up. Because this kingdom sucks. It's not glorious like everybody thinks it is. Not compared to what the Most High got for us, right? So if you want this, go ahead and live it up, right? But when it's over, understand something. When it's our time, I'm going to be whooping your ass.
Hell yeah!
And I'm going to live it up. Because you whooped our ass. And the Most High is a just God, right? Right? The Most High is a just God, right? It's only fair. Right? But we can only get that, right? To bring it all back around full circle. We can only get that when the Black, Latino, Native Americans start following these laws, statutes, commandments, right? And we get that seal to get up out of here, right?
That's right.
So once again, gotta say it. I'm gonna say it every time. I'm gonna close the statement, right? We tried everything. We tried slavery, or slave rebellions, slave rebellions with Nat Turner, right? We tried civil rights movement with voting, Pan-Africanism, Marcus Garvey, Black Panther, let's get guns, shoot them up, right? Being rich now in this society, right? But still we ain't coming together. Black Wall Street, right? We tried all those things, but yet we're still this perpetual low state. I challenge our people, Black, Latinos, and Americans. When are we going to try keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments according to the Bible? We've tried everything else, but we have not tried that, right? So if you want to make it out of your low state, and you want your state to be changed, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and I guarantee you that the Most High will lead you to greater fashions, right? And with that, I'm going to pass on to another mighty brother, and I say shalom.
We are the children of the one Yahweh.
The chosen.
Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his laws to us. Now everything belongs to us. We above all nations, all nations.
What?
Above all nations, all nations.
Yeah.
We are the chosen of the one Yahweh. Above all nations.
We above, we ain't equal, tell the judge. This is legal, only love to my people, they my cuz, they my amigos, don't share blood.